Shalom, shalom. This is Tazayar from Great Millstone, Indiana Camp. And before I get started, I want to give all praises, glory, worship, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to you, Akim, out there teaching this truth and sincerity, man, and in meekness. This is First Samuel chapter 2, and I'm going to start at 3. Talk no more so exceeding proudly. Let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. For Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. You know. So when it says talk no more so exceeding proudly, let not arrogancy come out of your mouth. You know. Because what? Pride, knowledge puffeth up. You know. So you got to be careful in this truth. It's a balance in this thing, man. Can't just be too proud, coming off too proudly. There's a difference between coming off bold, coming off confident, and coming off proud, man. You know, if we ought to be proud of anything, the only thing to be proud of would be our Bashim Shah. But ourselves as individuals, we are nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just vessels being used to push out this word, whether it's on the left hand side or the right hand side. You know. For Yahweh is a power of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed. And this is what this thing comes down to, man. Actions are weighed, man. If you are a true man of the Lord, it'll show, man. Why? Because in the scriptures it tells you that they will know that we are his disciples by the way we treat each other, man. You know, if we ain't treating each other correct, man, then your actions ain't showing what Yahweh Shai was down here walking and showing his disciples all while he was while he was here. And what was Yahweh Shai doing, man? He was showing us the perfect path. You know, he was showing us the perfect path. He was showing us how to be what, a disciple of him. You know, this is Isaiah. Let me go to Isaiah 29:13, and it reads, "Wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men." You know, okay. It says, "For wherefore the Lord said, for as much as these people draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me." Oh, I love the Lord. And being that we are a body of Yahushua, oh, I love my brothers and I love the Akim. And it's been plenty of men that's been in this truth, and they'll say, "Oh, I love this brother," or "I love that brother," or "I love the Akim," and then niggas done fell out, and they coming against the brotherhood, man. The same people who they was saying that they love, man, it's the same people they putting arrows on and trying to target and trying to shame and bring down, man. You know, and it says, "But have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men." You go into that word heart, lahab, basically, they remove their thoughts far from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because, sometimes, like, a lot of the times, these niggas, when they talking, you know what I'm saying, I don't think a lot of people consider, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua at all, man. You know, because if niggas did consider Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they'll fear the things that they say out their mouth. Because, the things they say out their mouth can hold them accountable. As I just read in the first Samuel 2 and 3, what it says, for actions are weighed, man. So things that you say and things that you do is held accountable. So you got to be careful with what you saying or what you do, especially towards a man of the Lord, man. Whether you know or you don't know, whether you believe or you don't believe, man. Because that's not up to you to choose who a man of the Lord or who is not a man of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? It's all up to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Whether the spirit dwell with a man or don't dwell with a man. You know? Matter of factly, going back to that first Samuel, there was some down. And I'm gonna just say this first Samuel 2, and I'm gonna start at 6. Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. So this is all the doings of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. No man can dictate whether a man is the Lord is the no man can dictate whether there's another man that's a man of the Lord or a man that's not of the Lord, man. You know, all things is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So you gotta be careful, when you talking down on somebody or towards a brother in a wrong manner. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord will fuck you up. You might not know who is who, man. So you got to be careful, man, on any brother that you address in this truth, man. You know what I'm saying? If you say, if you're a man of the Lord, then be a man of the Lord. Be a doer, man. And don't just be hearing and being a forgetful hearer or a man that's not walking how you talk. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have no honor in that at all. He don't honor a man like that, man. And we're gonna go into it. This is First James. This is James chapter 1, verse 22. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start up at 21. It says, "Wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness an engrafted word, which is able to save your souls." I'm going to go into that word engrafted. And it means inborn, implanted by nature, implanted by others' instruction. So, the thing implanted by nature is what? It's the zeal, man. Because all of Yasharala, we all have the zeal to want to serve Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. But it also said with instructions. And the instructions is what? Is in these scriptures. It's the guidelines that we live by, man. And it's also the guidelines that our apostles, Great Millstone and the elders are pushing, man. Because you know what I'm saying, they pushing us to be what? Better men in this truth. That's why the whole thing about us doing sit downs is so important, because it keeps you in the spirit, man. It shows whether a man is whether he is hot, whether he is lukewarm, or he cold. So basically, through the spirit you can discern. You know what I'm saying? Whether you being hot, cold, or lukewarm. First James 1:22. But be ye doers of the word, and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word, and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass, which is the man that you was before you even came in this truth. You know what I'm saying? You basically still the same man. Only thing is, you might have caught some learnings of the scriptures and kind of like camouflaged yourself, but you still who you were when you first came in this thing. Says, and it goes into it, says, "For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetting what manner of man he was." Because you know what I'm saying, he thinking that he a man of the Lord now. He forgot the man that he was before we got into this thing, and now that he's trying to like arm himself with scriptures and spiritual knowledge and whatnot, he's still actually the same man, but like he's forgotten that he actually used to be that man. It says, but whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. And you gotta really put forth the effort in serving Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. What is the first greatest commandment, man? To love Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua with all thy might and all thy heart and all thy soul, man. You know what I'm saying? And how do you love Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua? By what it says in John, man. You know what I'm saying? That you follow his commandments, man. That you be a doer, man. What did Yahweh Shai say? He said that we love each other that we love one another as we love ourselves, man. So if you a man in this truth, man, you gonna be a doer. You gonna be a doer. You gonna love your brother, man. You ain't gonna be out here talking down on your brother or talking behind your brother's back. And you're gonna stand up and help those who is on the low degree to get up to your degree, man. You know what I'm saying? Because this truth of ours in the scriptures says the truth is salvation is selfish. The only thing that makes salvation selfish in this truth is the fact that you have to put forth the effort yourself to be a better man in this thing. That's the only thing that makes salvation selfish. Other than that, man, this truth ain't selfish, man. Ain't nothing in this truth. Ain't nothing in this truth selfish. The brotherhood is not selfish, man. Only thing that's selfish is those who obtain the gift of having the gift of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, enlighten them, and basically working towards being perfect in this thing, man. Because nobody can help you do what you need to do in this thing, man. Other than that, man, this brotherhood is all about togetherness, man. It's all about being on one accord, and it's about us helping one another, man. You know. And with that, I want to give all praises and glory and worship and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and salutations to you, Akim, out there teaching this truth in sincerity, man. In sincerity. Shalom.